I'm gonna win.
Oh, we lost. I was listening to Kirk Cameron.
Ooh, Dirt Cameron.
And that's when we first sang Butterfly in the Sky.
That was the one.
Kevin DM 74825.
That was the one. Huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it really clicked because you're like, oh, reading Rainbow. And then Carter was like, wait. It was like a minute or 2 minutes later. And he was like, who is this? And I go, Kevin DM. And we both go, 74825.
Oh, that's awesome.
But
that was a good episode.
It was a very good episode.
Christmas was a good season.
Mm-hmm. But also there was a point when I was talking about the wife in Kirk Cameron when they're doing the In Excelsis Deo dancing.
Yeah.
But she hits the move where it's like
beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh, and it's the girl I went to twerp with.
But it was like in it I just did that dance move and everybody's like, well, that's perfect for a podcast medium. Like, if you didn't listen, tune into this time. And they're like,
yeah.
And anybody that doesn't tune in, Brandon did this. And then I did. They're like, and for the people listening at home,
yeah,
he did this. And then I made the sound effects. So I did it like 3 times.
For people that are only watching video.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Carter was like, and for the people that watched the movie and then watched the video, you got to see that 5 times.
That's right. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh shit, this shirt is big on me. Sorry.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm good. My grandma's huge.
Santa Claus.
That's Santa Claus. We'll figure it out. If you want to lead, I can just kind of improv.
Yeah, you just keep telling me I'm drunk or something.
Yeah.
And we don't have to clap. But we are going to give 5 seconds still because I need white noise.
I'm going to get it out of the way.
Morbius. 4. All right.
Butterfly in my ass. Take a look. It's in my ass. Reading Rainbow.
Rainbow.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Rectum.
Colin.
My mom.
No. That's good though. That's not what I was thinking of. That is really funny. It's funnier than what I was going to say.
Colin Mockery.
Thank
Whose
you.
line is it anyway?
Yeah, I kept thinking Colin Hayes, the lead singer of Men at Work.
I like Men at Work.
Yeah. And I come from London under. His solo works. His solo work is pretty good too. I get Men at Work and Men Without Hats mixed up. They did Safety Dance.
Ah, yes. The song about AIDS.
Is that what it's about?
Yeah, Lucas and I had a big talk about it once.
It's funny. Because everybody knows YMCA is about AIDS.
And that Brown Eyed Girl's about butt sex.
Yep.
And Jack and Diane's about adultery and cheating.
I didn't know that one, but I don't know that song.
And all the small things about blowjobs.
Is it really?
Yeah. She left me roses by the stairs. Surprises let me know she cares. Say it and so. I will not go turn the lights off and carry me home.
None of this means blowjobs.
Yeah. He comes home. It's all set up romantic. He gets down on the bed after a long day of work and she blows him.
Mm. Turn the lights off, carry me home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come in my mouth.
No, it doesn't say that. Turn the lights off, come in my mouth.
Turn the lights off, come in my mouth.
No, you came in my mouth. The rest of the verse, a mouthful of cum gargling through the chorus.
Gargle.
This is all the small things told from the perspective of the girl.
This should be on. This should be on the podcast.
No, it should not.
It's
There's
just on
other
the
podcasts that do that. We're the movie guys.
It's on the video.
Is it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. It's a good bit. Don't squeal laugh.
Are you ready?
Squill laugh.
Squillium. Squill laugh. Fancy
How's your
son.
unibrow? Magnificent as always.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You ready?
That's a nice shot. Yeah, I'm ready. Does my hat look stupid?
1, 2,
1, 2, 3.
Play.
I know.
5, 4, 3,
You did this.
2. Are you ready for Santa Claus?
That's such an old bit, Brandon.
Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas.
Learn about Santa Claus.
Yeah, we learned about him
And Rudolfo.
We learned about him like a year ago.
See, what happens is the Santa Claus comes down in Christmas.
It's October.
And he gives presents to all the children.
Can I walk away from this?
And when Santa Claus does it, he does it with the spirit of the people.
He does it with his sled full of reindeers that he underpays.
And this is when we talk about the Santa Claus.
If we're going to talk about Santa Claus, we're going to have to talk about class structure.
All right, listen up here. It was 6 weeks previously, and then you said exponential, so now we're doing 36 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's Santa Claus. It's October. It's Return of the Santa Clauses!
And it's not that we forgot. It's not that I'm a bad friend or lazy or anything. It's just that we committed to the bit and made it 36 weeks on the dot.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
What's up, fuckers?
Look at Mr. Mime. And I'm fucking Ash's mom.
Look at me.
Could you imagine that? Like you see a mime on the street and you're like, you give him $1, you're like, oh, thank you. And he can't say thank you, but he's like doing this thing and he's like, he's bowing to you, you know?
And he fucks
but then he's just doing this. Is an invisible grabbing your hips and invisible thrusting into you?
Invisible mime, invisibly grabbing your hips and
invisibly fucking me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
That's what Santa kind of is.
Kind of what
in a way
God's all about.
Like, legit, guys, this is the Santa Claus. This is TV talk.
Yeah, we're not joking. I know you looked at the title and thought this was a joke or some sort of ultimate gaffe or goof or gash.
Ultimate gash!
But it's not. It's an ultimate attack on your ears because this shit's about to be hard to listen to.
And Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
we are
great
trash.
It's true.
like honestly, so we were.
I've had 9 beers.
So this is
the equivalency of.
So today is October 1st. This is going to be released on October 13th, I think.
I know I'm drunk when I start using big words just unnecessarily.
Unnecessarily?
Yeah, dude. I've kind of launched myself into the zeitgeist of drinking. There we go.
It's October 1st. This is coming out on October 13th, but we needed to, like, legit. We did the first 4 episodes of
Too
the
legit
Santa
to
Clauses.
sip. Do you need another beer?
I jugged it. No, I got the whiskey.
Are you gonna drink all that?
Probably.
I'm gonna get another beer if you're gonna drink all that, because that's like 3 beers.
Oh, no, don't
I'm
punch
sorry.
that.
Not the ears of the listeners.
We don't care.
You say you don't and they don't.
We don't.
Which is funnier than them not caring.
Yeah.
Because they don't for sure. And I know that you do.
They might when they get ear raped by the bass boom
No,
of
'cause
punching the mic.
You'll edit it out.
Maybe.
This is how the podcast should be all the time.
Just absolutely
9
trash.
hours.
So today is October 1st, and we just recorded Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey.
Yeah, we did.
This is coming out on the
Spoilers.
13th, just because...
When is Blood and Honey coming out? Before that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming out on
I was going to spoil it for the people
It's
that
coming out on the
listen to
9th, and what happened was we recorded the first 4 episodes of TV Talk right in order. First one with Lucas, second one with Marina, and then we did 3 and 4 together. But then we decided, let's take a little break.
Yeah.
We didn't really decide that.
Take a little whoopsie.
It just lasted a little while, and it was February. And episode 5 then came out 6 weeks later. And Seth, I was like, okay, we're gonna do it again. And I was like, another 6 weeks, it'll be March. He's like, no, it's exponential. So it's 36 weeks. So this is actually 36 weeks. So you better respect what we're doing here.
Yeah.
But also, we just recorded Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, so we already had things to drink, and we're continuing to drink.
Yeah, I will never stop.
It was nice knowing you.
Yeah, I'll never sleep again. Or
So
eat.
I've had 4 beers and 2 shots.
Yeah, and I've had
6 beers
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
and 2 shots.
7. This is my 7th.
This is
I'm
7th
on.
and 2 shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, my liver's fucked up, so I get drunk quicker, you know, all that shit.
Yeah.
But this is the Santa Clauses.
So it's worth it.
Episode 6. A Christmas to Remember.
Dumbest name. So stupid.
Dumbest show.
Dumbest name.
Dumbest boys here giving it to you.
Honest to God, I want to switch TV talk to something else.
Writer's block. Oh.
You want to do that again?
Marina continues to tell me that was the best part, was Lucas and I creating our own movies and drafts and scripts and stuff of it.
You guys should do that again.
They were solid. I have a child now. I don't know if I have time.
I'm the only one that has time, and I have no interest or writing abilities.
So you do the Santa Clauses instead.
Yeah.
On a Sunday night at 11:19 p.m.
PM.
So this is the Santa Clauses, episode 6, A Christmas to Remember. 36 weeks later, and we are back. 105.9 Fuck Me FM.
Banging. That's the...
Sex!
Yeah. Why'd you say it like that? It sounds like Billy Crystal.
Good.
Like he's not trying to fuck Sally.
Oh.
Sex! Like he's never heard of it, but he's also super into it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, it is true, Dan.
I do sound like Billy Crystal, and also Willem Dafoe.
I was just about to say that. Kind of sound like Willem Dafoe.
I like to think that there's a different audience that listens to the TV talks from the regular podcast.
There's less audience, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but I like to think they're separate. Like there's 13 people a week that listen to this, and then 50 a week that listen to the main podcast, but there's no overlap. They're completely separate. So like the references we make to the movie podcast is different.
Do not tie in at all.
Yeah. They're like, we don't get it, but we love you. Like the 10 people
our
in
most devoted fans.
Yeah, it's 10 people in a homeless shelter in Chicago.
Oh,
yeah, that they're all just like, our other homeless friends don't get it, but we think these guys are super funny.
I mean, they do. Duh.
Yeah, obviously. They keep coming back, giving us that sweet, sweet ad money.
Squeesh.
Ad squeesh.
Marina was told by Alex to listen to a murder mystery podcast called The Last Podcast on the Left.
I'm on that.
No, you're not.
I was a guest.
No, you weren't.
I fucked him.
Oh, yes, you did. But Alex told her, she was like, Marina, you should listen to this because this sounds exactly like Brandon, Lucas, and Seth on their podcast. And I've listened to it while driving with her as she plays it, and I'm like...
Is it true, Dan?
Oh, it's so true. It's ridiculous.
That's funny. I might check it out for an episode just to see.
Wild. But 36 weeks later, if you remembered that Simon... Who the fuck is Simon?
Simon is Cal Penn.
Has capitalized Christmas with Everything Now. What the fuck is Everything Now?
Everything Now is the Amazon of the North Pole now that Simon is there.
And he made it Christmas every day through a vortex in the sky that Cal can see. Who the fuck is Cal again?
Cal is the son of Scott, who is Tim Allen.
Yep. And he's
not Cal
If you
Penn.
also remember
He's different
that
Cal.
Scott realizes that he was the only human Santa and needs to keep the lineage of the family. Who is Scott again?
Scott is the dad. He's Tim Allen.
Okay. And if you also remember that Scott is trapped in tinsel. What is tinsel again?
Tinsel is that fucking bullshit you wrap around the tree that every kid hates to do because they just want to put the ornaments on. Let the adults do the tinsel.
And his family is on the way to save the day. You have remembered way more than we have. We had to recap episode 5, got into this, and so let's do this. TV talk.
TV talk. We're getting salacious. I couldn't think of a word. And now I gotta look up salacious and make sure it's not a slur.
No.
No, it's not. Hold on. Having or conveying undue or inappropriate interest in sexual matters?
Yeah,
no.
We're getting salacious. Anybody who tries to replicate will be prosecuted, not persecuted.
That's
We've
true.
made that mistake.
Not prostituted.
Ooh. So, Simon's daughter, Cal Penn, he's the new Santa, is in the snow globe room. Now, if you remember the snow globe room, if you look at it and you shake it, it shows you what's happening on Earth and memories. She's looking at her past.
Don't remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's looking at her past with her dad reading her Christmas stories in the season. And she's sad. And my next note says, hoopity goopity, hoopity goopity, hoopity goopity ga. Well, I love soup season.
Yeah, it's the witch.
I can't remember her name.
Like Beltran or something.
Yeah, something like
Belfrin.
that. She's
the witch Italian, though.
That lived in the woods in episode 3. And she ended up with the coat. Santa's coat. Because the coat holds all the power. Did? Yeah, it was in her wardrobe.
Who gave it to her?
It ended up there. Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe style. And The witch lady lost the Santa coat. It just disappeared. And we're like, where did it go? But you get that terrible...
It crawled away.
It literally did.
It did.
But you get that terrible bullshit opening intro.
Sorry. He's trying to suckle at the teat for a shot of whiskey.
We didn't talk about what we're drinking.
We don't usually on these.
I think we do.
Do we?
I don't know. We're drinking Coors Lights.
Drink Coors Lights. I've had a Mexican lager, 3 Gozes, and 2 shots of Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey Whiskey.
Tennessee Honey Whiskey.
Tennessee Honey Whiskey.
Just one.
There's a glass of Tennessee Honey Whiskey.
Honey, I stay. Honey Whiskey, I stay on. All your love. All the Tennessee Honey Whiskey.
Yeah. So that's part of the show.
Yeah.
That happened.
That's the terrible bullshit opening intro we were talking about.
That's what the Santa coat was singing to himself as he crawled out of the Italian witch's apartment.
In the North Pole.
In the North Pole. Through the snow and the thick and the mud.
Terrible bullshit opening intro is like Comet appears and Scott appears and it's like, huh, 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 huh.
That's exactly right. It's very bad. Bad CGI. Bad direction.
Bad writing.
Bad
Bad
for an opening credits.
Well, Simon's roaming around the shop and the horse manger trying to figure out where the coat went. He just goes, where'd this horse come from?
Yeah, what the fuck is this about?
Who the fuck is this guy?
And we don't really get an answer for where the horse came from.
I know where the horse came from.
Ooh!
It's because when fucking family, the Calvin family comes up, they don't take any reindeer, they take the equestrian horses. Because, what was the daughter's name? Sandra is able to speak to the horses.
Yeah.
And it flies, I think.
The horse flies?
I think so.
Are you shitting me?
I was bit by horse flies before.
A horse would die in this weather.
In stratosphere, that's right. Yeah.
In the stratosphere as well. Not like a reindeer.
Sometimes goodbye is a second chance.
Sorry, why is Shine down here?
Because, tell my mother, the stratosphere. Tell my father, I've done the best I can. Yeah.
He says stratosphere somewhere.
He
I
does.
can't think of where. I think it might be in the chorus.
Yeah.
Anyway, if email us about Shinedown.
But yeah.
Or just anything stratosphere related.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
I love space and atmospheres and
I just don't get it.
yeah. Well, horse is there. Scott is trapped in jail with the child security guard and is realizing that Simon doesn't look like Santa. He's never put on the coat, which means he hasn't transformed physically. His dick ain't big enough.
You're talking like Tim Robinson.
And they're going to try to find the coat before Simon does.
Yeah, you're doing a good Tim Robinson that way.
But no, he needs to find that coat, you know?
Yeah. Well, need is a strong word.
He's going to find that coat before Simon does, so he's got a bigger dick than him. And so he can be Santa.
That is
Tim
a man's
Robinson.
duty. Yeah. No. That's all Tim Allen.
So Simon sends drones to get the Santa coat for him, but they're like, we are...
Farmers.
No. Remember when Michael Wheeler thought that because J.K. Simmons was from the University of Montana and he was doing the farmers commercials
that
and
we are Montana.
And yeah, University of Montana's slogan is "We are Montana." So he's like, "We are Montana." Bum ba bum. But we're like, Michael, you're an idiot.
He's like, he's going beautiful mind on us. He's got the fucking, he's got the cork board full of pins and threads that he's like, oh, it doesn't make any sense. J.K. Simmons went to Montana, but that's 3 syllables instead of farmers, which has 2 syllables. Now, I remember getting in a fight with this kid like my sophomore year of high school about the...
Who was it?
I want to say Zach Funyak. Not like a fight, but about the theme song of the Farmers Insurance, because we are farmers, bump it, bump, 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 bump. And I did that, and he was like, no, that's the Coke Zero one. Because it's very similar. It's like, bum, bum, ba bum, bum.
Oh.
You remember that?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I just saw him the other day.
Zach Funyak?
Yeah.
I see him like once a month at By All Means.
Nice.
He's in there all the time with Ellie Goulding or some shit.
Ellie Sullivan.
That's the same thing.
They just got married after 10 years of dating.
Jesus Christ. That's so much dating.
I mean,
to
9
figure
years
out.
of dating, 1 year of engagement,
Yeah.
1 year, and now they're married.
Engagement is just intense dating.
Yeah.
To like really check. Yeah. It's basically you have each other in a proverbial chokehold just to make sure.
Yeah.
But that's crazy.
But I just saw them at the Parade of Homes. They're doing well.
Good.
Yeah. They live in Annafeld, just across Maloney Lane, so they live close to me.
Okay. You should tell them next time that I'm not doing well. See them. Make sure
How you guys doing?
Well,
Like,
a picture
we're great.
of
How
me.
are
Do you remember this man?
How are you, Brandon? Oh, I'm doing good.
He's panicking.
Seth's not well.
Yeah. Excuse me? What?
Is there another Seth in our class they'd probably think of before you?
Only Seth I remember is Rhodes from Riverside.
But he went to senior, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Anyway,
Simon sent the drones out. They're like, we can't do that. We are
robots.
And
We are farmers.
Simon's daughter is trying to give him a gift to help him and the Calvin family to experience the magic of Christmas again and fix everything. But he just pushes it. Go to your fucking room till this is done.
He tells her to go fuck herself.
No, he doesn't.
He should have.
And Noel, he's technically like 600 years old, but he looks like he's 15.
Norm?
Noel.
Oh,
Noel.
Yeah.
The elf is crying because Betty, his ex-wife, they've been in a separation, has
Yeah,
evaporated.
it's an on and off again relationship for the last 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Not even exaggerating.
She's evaporated, but when he learns that Scott is trapped in jail, he goes demon mode. His voice got so deep, and I put Chili's baby back ribs. I want my Calvin back, Calvin back, Calvin back.
I don't even think it was...
No, his voice just went deep, and he said
Yeah.
something, and I went, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
I don't even think it was the deep voice. There was something that was melodically similar to...
Chili's baby back ribs.
It wasn't even his voice. I don't remember what it was now.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
Yeah, we just started doing that.
Yeah.
But it was no relation to his deep voice, though. Oh, fuck, what was it?
We're too drunk to remember.
True.
The family comes to see Scott in the jail cell with Noel. When they tell him that all their powers, like she's like, oh, I can talk to animals. He's like, I can see vortexes on Earth. And that he can escape because the jail cell bars that he's been in are just made of black licorice.
Grim, look how thin my socks are.
That's so thin.
You can see every toe individually.
And your long toenails.
No. I cut them recently.
Oh, good.
Like a month ago.
Good.
Don't give me false pride.
Well, if I were in a jail cell of black licorice bars, I wouldn't eat my way out. That's disgusting.
I would tear them apart because it's licorice.
Yeah.
It's so easy to
They're,
rip
they're
up.
all like, I'm so full. I was like, you could have ripped.
That pissed me off so much. They're like, oh.
So Noel is talking to the security guard in there that's with Scott and pushes him. His foil Hershey's hat falls off because he was like the conspiracy theorist elf.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, look at you. You're all safe. And then he just disintegrated.
Yeah. And the funny, subtle part of that is Tim Allen being like very hardcore Republican the last few years.
Yeah.
So
He's like, oh, you're right.
It's kind of him nodding at the conspiracy theorists and being like, you're on the right side of history right there. If we ever take your tinfoil hats off, you will, evaporate into the COVID air.
Can't remember who it was, but a recent NFL player.
Travis Kelce.
No,
Nick Bosa.
He died
Nick Bosa.
in a motorcycle crash.
Oh. Who
But
was
I can't remember who it was. He died in a motorcycle crash, and the whole like Instagram comments were,
Was he vaccinated?
he got the jab, and then bro, he died in a motorcycle accident. You didn't know that he didn't die while motorcycling and then died. It was like,
Yeah. No, it's a big meme on social media anymore.
got the jab.
It's because like people like Aaron Rodgers that are like against it, that are talking shit about it, or just anybody online. But Aaron Rodgers is somebody that's a football player. They're like, oh, was he vaccinated though? As a goof, because they're like, because when the pandemic was going on, the people that were anti-vax were like, oh, look, somebody that was vaccinated died of a heart attack. Like that's not what caused it. It's just they just died, unfortunately. So that's like been the reverse meme. When people die of super unnatural causes unrelated to the vaccine, they're like, was he vaxxed though? Yeah. That's the super left people making light of death, regardless of the context.
Nice.
Yeah. So everybody sucks. Is the moral
People
there.
suck.
Yeah.
Well, Simon needs to find the coat. So he plays Deck the Halls on a door, and the Nutcrackers are ready. They are willing to find it. The drones couldn't.
Once somebody wakes them up,
Yeah,
whatever that was.
They are mean. And Sandra, Scott's wife, goes to talk to the stoat.
What? Not his wife? What?
Oh, sorry, his daughter. Sorry, that's Carol.
Yeah.
Sandra goes to talk to the stoat that was apparently first introduced in the first episode to help her find the coat.
Never seen.
I don't know this character, but Seth did.
You didn't see? Oh, dude.
I don't remember that thing.
It was in for like, I'm not even shitting, 15 seconds of the first episode.
Yeah, that we watched 11 months ago.
Yeah, but you know me and my love for little creatures. And animated style.
So you knew the little stoat.
Shit,
It's part
Lucas
of the...
is going to listen to this and he's going to... it's corroborating his damn theory about me, dude. I'm pissed.
You do. You love...
It's true, man. I think I just like whimsy. Because I have been on a bender of One Piece lately. But we're not going to get into it.
And... blah, blah, blah.
And...
It's part of the weasel family.
Yeah, weasels and ferrets.
Nice. Well, Cal is being held gunpoint by drones. This is Scott's son, but he sympathizes with them and gets them to stand down with his charm.
Good
His
sympathy.
good looks.
Yeah.
And Carol meets those nutcrackers in the Santa's office.
And she starts cracking
She
nuts.
gets full Kill Bill karate montage where she beats him up and cracks some fucking nuts.
Yeah, but it was really shitty. Because it wasn't even good choreography. They just sped up her dodging slow-mo attacks. Which is a bummer.
How'd she take him down?
She just kicked him. Or punched him in like their tin hearts or
Something.
Yeah. It wasn't even like a secret weakness she found. She just hit him hard in the sped up slow-mo
In
replays.
their heart.
Yeah.
And so Scott comes to find Cal. He's befriended all the drones. In direct quote, the drones are very considerate when you get to know them.
What if the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz was like, I'm looking for some brain, and then the movie, the Wizard of Oz was like, started sucking him off.
Shut the fuck up.
What if yeah. He was like, the Scarecrow, you've had what you needed all along. Dorothy.
Where the fuck did this come from? This.
I don't know. I don't know. Something made me think of it, but I don't remember. So I think we should move on.
Consider it when you get to know them.
Maybe. Man.
Well, somehow all this drone talk clicks, and the coat is crawling through the hallway, and you get a Western standoff between Skyman and Sot. Simon and Scott on each end of the hallway. When they charge the coat, and then a tornado appears in the hallway, and
It's the mask.
It's the
Jim Carrey's The Mask.
Miss Labriand shows up.
This is Bushland.
Mrs. Lamisol.
It's like Bethlon or something.
Bethlehem.
Mrs. Hammurabi shows up.
Yeah, she shows up.
She starts etching in some rules for all of humanity in stone tablets.
Sure.
Is that Hammurabi?
I don't know.
The Hammurabi Code?
I don't know.
Lucas will know. Again, I'm name dropping him. He's waiting to get
full cult.
That's right.
Yeah.
He seemed to align with me philosophically. Is the funny part.
Full cult?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Well, Simon ends up stealing it from Miss Labriand or whatever. He's ready to burn the coat and thinks he is the good guy because he made Christmas every day. And it's all about getting what you want. But Scott tells him it's all about the giving.
Yeah.
It's not about getting head. It's about giving head to the Scarecrow.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Just like that noise.
And Grace comes up behind her dad. She has that present from earlier, and she's like, just take this. And so he takes it. It's a snow globe showcasing all of their favorite Christmas memories together. Mm. And then the aspect ratios change.
Yeah.
The screen gets so tall.
I loved it.
As they flash back to just a normal scene of when the mom died. And she wasn't like on her deathbed or dying. But
it's the last Christmas before she died.
Yeah.
And then the Christmas after she was gone.
And then they had to do Christmas alone. And Simon's ready to devote Christmas to his daughter and give the coat to Scott. But the North Pole shakes. So he's like, we need to go to that orb. You remember that orb? You didn't.
I remembered it, but I didn't think that was what they were talking about.
Yeah, there's that orb that shows Christmas spirit on Earth.
Don't say you didn't.
You didn't.
We're co-hosts.
It's
Don't call me
all
out.
black.
Yeah.
Which means there's no Christmas spirit. So Scott monologues about his blunders and his commitment to his family, and they end up hugging it out, bitch.
Yeah.
With the security guard and Simon and Grace and Noel and Betty. Or no, Betty wasn't around yet. Noel was. They hug it out, bitch. And all the spirit in the whole world spirit is back. Bringing all the elves back that have disintegrated.
Well, that was our interpretation of the sphere, was that it was the Christmas spirit of the globe and not of what's in the North Pole. And I think that we were... Correct! I think we were wrong. Even though that, like, diegetically it makes more sense.
The diegetic lexicon of the upper echelon.
It's just that, but reversed. But it makes more sense for
but reversed.
It makes more sense for the sphere to be about the whole world, but I think it is just about the spirit in the North Pole, and they start losing it.
Stupid.
Just diegetically. I think we have a better
upper
story.
Upper echelon of the diegetic
lexicon. That's exactly correct.
Coming on and on.
Like the scarecrow coming on abroad.
I was trying to come up with something with Dorothy, but it did not work.
Dorothy.
She's getting bored of me. While she is sucking me.
Yeah.
This is becoming too routinely.
I'm still looking at Dorothy.
She's sucking my peen me.
She's sucking my 4.3. That's the inches.
Craving some green tea.
Ooh, okay. Ginseng style.
Yeah.
Or is that a different kind of tea?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well.
Anyway.
After they hug it out, bitch, and everybody's back, Seth immediately yells, "Your name should not be Crouton."
It's true.
Dan.
I probably said that in the previous episode.
Probably. Who was that?
Some guy.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
He pops up. It's like
fucking idiot.
It's like a boy elf.
A boy
that pops up in front of Sandra, Tim Allen's daughter. And she's like, "Oh my God, Crouton!" And he's like, "I'm fucking alive. I'm an elf." And then, like, you never see him again.
I'm in a salad. Dancing, morbid.
My ass about to get ate, and I'm not talking about sphincters.
So bring me Dorothy so I can get
tinctures, because she's really into weed that's been soaked in vodka.
I was gonna make it like a free verse. So bring me Dorothy so I can get sucked off.
You can call anything freeform poetry if you just don't rhyme.
Yeah.
But do it in a cool way.
But yeah.
And your arms are all up here doing artistic shit. Yeah, that's me on the podcast every
Distinct
day.
Features as I bring over Dorothy
to the bleachers.
We
make out.
We're behind there. I'm ready to get sucked off.
Teacher comes around and says, "Stop doing that." I say, "Fuck off." And then I come.
And I'm suspended.
And the teacher says, "Stop that, you're my son."
Oh.
Yeah. Because that's your mom. She's like, "Quit getting sucked off." And you're like, "No, Mom." And then you come.
I'm getting suspended. I'm like, "Bitch, this is a 10, bitch."
Oh.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, after all that, his name should not be Crouton. Betty is back too. Noel had walked around for a while looking for Betty. Thinks that her disintegrated body wouldn't come back. But they come back, they embrace, even though they're divorced or going through a slump or something. It's like 1,000-year slump. I don't remember. But Betty comes up to him. She's just immediately from disintegrating. Christmas is in 3 hours.
Oh, yeah.
So he puts on the coat. And immediately transforms into Santa again. I really thought this was his moment to give it to Cal.
Yeah, because they forgave each other.
Buddy Cal Calvin.
That's exactly right. It's stupid. He puts it on himself.
What?
Christmas is saved.
Correct.
Yeah, you got more notes. I won't get into it yet.
Noel is going to stay behind. Because he usually went with Scott.
Yeah, but now he needs to catch up on some tender lovin' with his girlfriend.
Tender loving. It's going to be hot just like a stove.
Okay, I'm about to go over board.
What were you going to say?
Loaf.
Stupid. So
I thought I had some.
He's going to stay behind and fuck Betty tonight. So Scott invites his whole family to join him on the expenditure of Christmas night as Santa Claus.
True.
And he's like, the security guard was like, "What about me, boss?" And he's like, "Oh, I meant like family." He's like, "Well, we have a different meaning of team or whatnot. And he goes,
yeah.
there's no I in the word team. And the security guard goes, well, there's no you in the word tomorrow.
Dude, fucking dropped him. He actually pulled a gun out and shot him in the head right after he said that.
He didn't pull a gun out. It was his machete.
Everybody wished that he did pull a gun out, but the machete was a decent artistic touch.
Yeah.
Very graphic.
You had to look up if that was actually a rap verse.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything. But also, Google has hard times when you just use letters instead of words.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You've tried that a lot.
Well, I'm familiar with Googling things and search engines.
How familiar are you with Bing?
I mean, we dated for a little while.
So, Simon and Grace have been sent home safely. They are
No!
honorably discharged from their roles of Santa and Santa's daughter.
They did go home?
Yep.
Okay.
And Cal, he goes to the snow globe room. He's like, I need to get all of your snow globes. And then he suits up like a Power Ranger.
And turns into, like, Power Ranger Santa.
He was ready to fucking go. But the snow globes are going to be, I'm guessing, it never comes up again, but probably presents for all the people on Earth. Because he took all of them in the magical world of the North Pole.
Yeah.
And the reindeer, as they're flying, apparently they don't prefer, Comet and Cupid. It's Chopper, Razor, the Hoofster, Atomic,
Chopper!
Hotshot, Pretty Boy, Airbender, and Steve.
Yeah. I love Chopper.
And then Seth Chopper's story about becoming a doctor.
Yeah, Chopper is the reindeer in One Piece. This anime I've been watching a lot.
I haven't heard of it.
Everybody's heard of it.
Are you watching the live-action remake?
I'm not.
On Netflix?
So, okay, I'm not going to get too in-depth with it, but there's devil fruits in the world that give you certain powers. So, like, the main character ate rubber fruits, and now he's, like...
One Piece.
Yeah. He's, like, made of rubber. So he can, like, stretch really far. There's a character that ate, like, a dice fruit. Dice, sorry. So he can, like, chop himself up into little pieces, but he's fine. But there's a reindeer that ate the human fruit, so then he's, like, a guy.
And his name is Chopper?
His name is Chopper, yeah. And his reindeer friends don't accept... He's like Rudolph of One Piece. Because his reindeer friends don't accept him, but the humans don't accept him because he's a reindeer.
Do they let him play in their reindeer games?
They do not. But there's a...
Fuck!
There's a disgraced doctor.
Oh!
A disgraced doctor that... disgraced. That adopts him, and he lives with him, and he's like... I'm going to teach you how to become a doctor. And now he's like the best doctor in the world.
Shit.
It's fucking sick.
Like what kind of doctor? Is he surgeon?
Everything. He can do it all.
Fuck.
Yeah. I mean, mostly like whatever the general practitioner is.
Just
like diagnose
doctor.
And shit.
Yeah, just like a...
Like, he can treat shit and diagnose it, but he hasn't done a lot of surgery.
Is he more like in hospital, or is he like outpatient where you go to the clinic and you see your doctor?
He is on a ship a lot of the time. And he treats people in the snow, on top of a tree, just out in the field.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like a war doctor.
A medic. Well...
Yeah, but he's a doctor.
So on the last stop of the night...
I'm like defending him.
Christmas night has gone well. They've delivered everything everywhere. But on the last stop of the night, Scott is letting Cal take the lead on this one.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this is training, but it's actually just his girlfriend's house so he can get some pipe.
Fuck your girlfriend,
yeah.
Boy. We need new Santas out there in the world.
It's his human girlfriend that hates the game Flip the Sheep. Remember that, folks, from episode 5?
I don't.
And they get in there. And she's like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just a normal Santa.
I'm just an old man.
But she's like, oh my God, it's you. And he's like, all right, let me show you the way they kiss and they levitate together.
It's true, because she also has secret powers that she didn't tell him about.
Levitating?
Yeah.
Coming?
I think... No, I think that they just levitate from combined powers.
Probably.
Or love. I levitated once because I kissed somebody I love so hard. That's not true.
I was waiting for
a long pause.
Well, the Calvin family feels really accomplished on their work, and you get to see all the happy families on Earth celebrate Christmas, even Simon and Grace. You know,
even though they don't deserve to be happy.
And it was funny because it's like when you go back to Earth, you forget about your time up there, but they remembered their time up there,
which is interesting.
But then Santa
has a special clause where they remember.
Like a Santa Claus.
Yeah. Because Tim Allen remembered his whole time when they were living in Chicago, too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
But he didn't
then
put the coat on.
the Rolling Stones comes on. You can't always get what you want.
But, like, happy style.
You thought it was...
I thought it was...
La la la!
Yeah, by Faces.
La 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 la.
Sounded similar.
La 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 la.
Yeah. But everybody ends up happy in the end.
They do.
Yeah.
And it's all planned. Everybody's celebrating in the North Pole. And Betty comes up to Scott. She's like, just so you know, Christmas is in 364 days. He pats her on the head and pushes her away. And that is the end of the Santa Clauses. Season 1, Episode 6.
But they do have a season 2 coming out.
I believe there is a season 2 coming out.
This is where I was upset. I don't know what you make a season 2 out of. There was no conflict at the end of the first one. Like, they got sent back home. They're like, well, that Santa didn't work out. Is that going to be every season, or they try out new Santas until they find the right one?
Could be.
Because that's going to be really stupid.
The next one could just be Cal going through his trials and tribulations, but then, Scott has to take over.
He already went through it, though.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Simon went through it.
Yeah.
Cal Penn did not. Okay.
Cal.
Cal the son.
Buddy Cal Calvin.
But everybody had a happy ending at the end of the first season. That's not how you end the season.
Correct.
It's not how you tell a story.
There should be like a little glimmer of black in the orb still or something.
Anything.
Oh, fucking good ending. Good ending.
We should edit that in there.
End it.
We should kill them.
We should end this right now.
Goodbye.
But that is...
What the fuck are you doing? Sorry.
Santa Claus.
Go ahead.
That is ending it this week. We do need to do some hottie ratings.
Oh shit, that's right. Did I cream about anybody this week? No, right? So my creams of the week.
Seth's cream list.
We should introduce that. Let's do that next Sunday without telling Lucas.
Next is the Bavarian cream donut.
Yeah. Number 1 on my cream list. Cream pies. Banana style.
I mean, number 1's gotta be Carol, right?
I don't know who else could beat her.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. I don't know. I don't know who's of age in this fucking show. So it's just Carol for me.
There's Carol, Tim Allen, Cal Penn,
Cal Penn's above
the
Tim
Witch.
Allen. The Witch is below everybody.
Those are...
age restricted or otherwise, the Witch is bottom.
So it's Carol...
Whatever the opposite of 0 is.
It's Carol, Cal Penn, Tim Allen, Witch.
Yeah, just because I don't know how old Sandra or Betty are.
Well, Betty is not of age. She was a child, for sure.
Was she a child?
Yeah.
They put her in adult hair. It's crazy.
Yeah, she's 13, 14.
Yeah.
Sandra's 17.
Right?
Cal's girlfriend probably was
15, 16?
in the show. I think she's 17 or 18.
Right.
But in real life, she's probably 19 or 20.
She can have the 2 spot then.
I'm trying to think if there was anybody else, because Bernard wasn't in this episode. There wasn't any old Santas when in the Yule verse this time. What about the drones?
The drones are probably 3rd.
Above Tim Allen. No, they're probably 4th. Cal Penn gets 3rd, drones 4th. I'm agreeing with the list with you, though. I think it's pretty good.
Thank you. I gotta look up some ages.
We need to make sure what we're doing here is
legal.
La 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 la.
Yeah, Riley, 18. Cal's girlfriend is 18.
Okay. What about Cal?
This is Befana, the Italian witch.
What about Cal?
Cal is
Austin Kane.
5'11".
That's his height. Good. Yeah, it's great.
It does not say his age right away. But I feel like you're on it, so you'll figure it out.
He's in college.
He was in 2.5 Men.
He's in college.
But he was in 2.5 Men. You can be in college at 40.
Well, he's not 40.
He landed roles on the series 2.5 Men, 2003 to 2015. So I think he's the fat little boy in that.
Oh, shit. Really?
03 to 15, there's nobody else who's on the show that long besides Sheen and the other guy.
He was born in 2002, so he's 21. He's a good-looking dude.
I think he was the fat little boy in this.
Well, let me look up 2.5 Men, because that would blow my mind.
Yeah. It's got to be him, dude. I don't even know which one of these actors.
No, that's Angus T. Jones.
Oh, Crouton's a girl.
What?
Yeah, Crouton's a girl who is... This is just the rest of the episode.
He's not even close to the top build either. Huh.
No, because he's a child.
So, I would put him behind Cal Penn, above the drones, then Tim Allen, then the witch.
Eric Stonestreet was not even in this fucking series.
I don't remember him. No, not at all. All right, Carol, Riley, Simon, Cal, drones, Scott, witch. That's my list. What's yours?
I think that's a good list.
That's a good list. All right, those are hot.
As long as Carol's number one, I think we're fine.
We're fine. Okay. And what are you recommending this on the John Lasagna scale? How are you rating this?
Oh man, like a fucking
9?
No, not even close.
You would probably give it a 10 before a 9, honestly.
Yeah, just because that's funnier. Man, this shit is like a 2.
Oh wow,
If that.
one of your lowest rated episodes.
It's just... I don't know. They were trying to wrap everything up too soon and too quick, and there was no conflict or like anxiety from the audience. It was just all bullshit. But it always was, so who cares?
This might have been the best episode in my eyes. I think just super high 5.2. Just above average. I was normally in the high 3s to mid 4 range on these previously. I don't know how I remember that, but I was. I'm thinking 5.2. Probably the best episode. I mean, it's filmed okay. It doesn't look bad or anything. Characters are at least somewhat cohesive. There is a storyline there. I do agree that it wraps up with no future conflicts or anything if they are setting up for a sequel.
Yeah.
If they're not, maybe it's a little better even.
No, it's just a bad show.
Well, I guess that's fair. But that is ending.
Woo!
TV Talk. The Santa Clauses.
Good bit.
We did it so timely and punctual and...
Yeah. Just in time for season 2.
Without any hiccups or, any...
No weird hiatuses.
Pauses. No wasted time, really.
Sabbaticals.
Sebastians.
Yeah. Sigourney's.
Scissoring.
Seymour.
There was some scissoring in there.
There is some scissoring in this show.
In that break. No, in our lives.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and myself and Irene.
We're scissoring.
Yeah.
But that is ending it. Thanks for kind of sticking around for this and through our junk selves and... Our junk selves.
Yeah.
Dick and balls hanging out of our shorts.
I've been trying not to.
And with that, we'll... see you next time.
Stay alive, folks.
Oh.
Yeah. Deep.
Dorothy, no!
Excuse me. Dorothy, no. He's getting head. What are you doing? He's pretending he doesn't love it.
We did it.
Oh, man. I need some food, brother.
Brother.